Hey y'all, Natalie here with a page that I'm creating using Paper House Productions products today. And it's really inspired by these adorable stickers. They're called Sticky Picks Faux Enamel stickers, and these are dream catchers. So I thought they'd be really great for our trip to Antelope Canyon out in Arizona. So I pull out some papers, and some are from the Southwest Adventure collection, and one is from the One Big Happy Family collection. But I actually end up only using the Stargazer paper. I liked the purple and pink, and I thought that they complemented the picture of us there in Antelope Canyon really well. So my Arizona album is 8.5 by 11. So what I'm doing here is I'm using some clear gesso on this 8.5 by 11 smooth cardstock and smoothing it on there with a scraper and let it dry. It dries pretty quickly. And then in the meantime, I used some feather die cuts and arrow die cuts to cut out of more of the pinky purple part of the Stargazer paper. And now I'm telling you that I want to make splatters, but I want them to only go up and down the length of the photo and then a little bit side to side. So I'm going to hide the sides of my paper, and I'm going to individually splatter two purples and a pink. And you know, they get up there a little bit in the top, and so you'll see I actually switch the papers up in a little bit to make sure that it evenly distributes. But mostly I want the concentration within the middle of the page. So that's what I'm doing here, just a splatter in. I used two different purples from Shimmers and then a Heidi Swapp Shine in this really deep hot pink color that they all matched the paper really perfectly. So some of the splatters I'm creating by dripping the nozzle onto the page, and then another type of splatters, usually the smaller type, are going to be from just hitting the nozzle with my paintbrush. And now I'm switching up which sides of the pages I'm using my paper to cover, so I get like some accidental splatters above and below the black paper as well. And I'm making sure to dry the splatters that ended in that area so that laying this paper atop them doesn't smear those accidental splatters. So just adding some of that pink. It's super rich and bright and brilliant. You can even see when it shows up on the black paper. Those are fun sprays. I don't think they make them anymore, unfortunately. And so I put everything back on the page, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely need a line across the middle. So I'm going to take everything off and do the same technique across the middle. I'm going to shield the upper halves. And I know that seems like maybe a little excessive, but I just really want the concentrated splatters, and that was the best way that I could come up with from rather than getting all over the page, because I am not very meticulous. I'm pretty wild and crazy, so I definitely would have splattered just like all over the page, and it wouldn't have achieved the look that I wanted if I didn't mask off here. So now that looks like a cross, and I don't want that. So I'm going to just go through and kind of soften up those middle edges so that it's a little more organic looking, even though it's not. I'm clearly doing it like deliberately. But I like how it looks, so that's all that matters, right? So there I am, just softening up the edges of them, and there is a little close-up of the finished product, all dry, two different purples and a pink, and the pink dries in different tones depending on how much concentration there was, so that's cool. So now I'm going to build the page, and let's see here. There's the photo. That place is cool. By the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Antelope Canyon, it is definitely on my like top probably 5 lists of amazing places I've ever been to. And it was so cool. So there are my die cuts cut out of the Stargazer paper. And now I'm building my title. And I knew I wanted it to say Gypsy Soul. And I finally decided I wanted to say Tend My. And I started with these black glitter letters, but those didn't work. And then I realized that the enamel stickers had a lot of gold in them, so why not use gold? But then I ended up changing that too later. You'll see. So all of my papers in this album also have a craft theme. So I just backed the white cardstock and some craft paper to continue on with that theme. I am tying up these die cut feathers with just a little piece of gold to bring in the gold from the Dreamcatcher stickers. Just another spot on the page. So I adhere down my photo, and then I put all my arrows back and I glue them down. I definitely use my Nuvo glue because that gesso needs something to adhere well to it. Although I will say these enamel stickers I didn't add glue to because they are super sticky and wonderful. So I did cut them out of the packaging though, so I can move them around the page without committing to where I wanted to stick them down because they are so sticky. So that's a fun way to make sure that everything looks the way you want it before you actually adhere it down. So now there I am going to stick it down. I won't make you watch all of that. Cut that out. We glued down all of the die cuts, and then I also individually glued down my alphas because those were not going to stick on the gesso without some help, even though they are sticky stickers. We're almost there, I promise. There we go. And those are a pink glitter sticker. Those are super old from my stash. And I end up just going with these super simple. They're white with a little bit of a gold outline, Tim Holtz stickers. And it says 10 to my Gypsy soul. This was our 10th anniversary album. Like every page is like romantic love page. You know, we were on our anniversary trip. It was awesome. No kids. Just adventuring all day with my husband. Those were the days. And now I'm adhering the awesome stickers. And I decide to stick that underneath the D, just a little bit of layering to, you know, to me that looks nice. So there we go. That's it. That's all the page. Here's some close-ups. Make sure you visit the Paper House Productions site and use my code down below for 20% off. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.